Today, YouTube, we're coming at you with the top 5 tips for packing for long-term travel. This is from the guy's perspective, so Ellie's just gonna chime in maybe and make sure that she doesn't trip on any of the rocks that we're walking on. Tip number 1, realistically think about the weather of the place you're going to. So are you gonna be there just for the winter? Are you gonna be there just for the summer? On the southern hemisphere, we're currently in winter, early spring. So with that, make sure you have all of the layers that you need as you are traveling. Tip number 2, know what you're going to buy as well as what you're going to leave here. So for example, if you don't want to pack a super heavy rain jacket, there are places you can buy like cheap rain jackets if you're only going to be there for 6 months. It's great stores like Primark in England. In New Zealand, there's a store called The Warehouse.
The Warehouse, the Walmart of New Zealand.
It is pretty much like a Walmart, so when I say cheap, it's pretty cheap. In terms of what you'll leave here, Ellie and I brought some shoes, some tennis shoes that are pretty old, but we knew that they were gonna wear out within the year that we were here, and we're just gonna throw them away at the end of the year. Tip number 3, only bring what you need. The best way to do this is first figure out what bag you're gonna bring or what bags you're gonna bring, and then start filling it up, see what fits, and then kind of prioritize what you don't actually need and what you kind of just want with you. If you have a few favorite jackets, just pare it down to one, it'll be okay. Tip number 4, bring what keeps you sane. Obviously not everything is essential that you'll bring. However, know that if you're gonna be in a place for 6 months or a year, for me, I brought my Nintendo Switch even though I didn't necessarily need it. I made sure that I have a good laptop that I brought and a mouse so that I can play some video games online when I want to as well. Tip number 5, are you going to have any visitors? Now this is probably the best way to pass off things to your parents or anyone that visits. So we are pretty lucky. My mom is coming in December and so are Ellie's family. So we can pass off some winter gear as it turns into New Zealand summer with them as they go back to the States and just kind of keep our stuff there. My dad is going to be coming in April before we travel to Asia. We'll have him take all of our camping gear with him back so we don't have to pack that and carry it through to other places with us. So be strategic about if you are having visitors and what you can send home with them, and obviously make sure they're okay with it. Once I can finally get Ellie on the camera by herself, she'll make a girl's version of packing for a long-term trip. It's starting to rain, so she's just kind of bundled up and trying to get back to the car. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching Nellie in New Zealand. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button at the bottom for more travel tips, tricks, and montage videos. See you next time.